Good morning, YouTube. Apologize, I can't give y'all a video. I was in a rush yesterday to get on the road because I got the dates mixed up, and thank God I have a second dispatcher, which is my wife. She checks the app and she's letting me know, hey, I think you got the dates wrong. You might want to recheck that. And I literally ran out the house. I forgot to get a cover. I forgot to have pillows. Forgot a few things, and I have a brand new mount that I completely forgot. So next couple of days, which is only like a day or two, um, then I can get back to Atlanta and get the rest of my stuff. But I want to say good morning. Can't see y'all, so I apologize. But I'm gonna give y'all a fair. I'm gonna give you a fair warning. It's gonna be a lot of ranting this morning, and I don't know if it's politically correct, but I'm sorry. I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired of hearing the same old bull crap, the same old baloney, the same old cockamamie, laying behind excuses for what men are supposed to accept. And half the time, the men that we are supposed to accept this crap, you know, what the heck? Hold on. It's so dark around here. Half the time, we're brought up by in a single parent household, or half the time, mom or dad isn't around, or half the time, we're already lost and got no guidance, but it's all everything is our fault. Well, after a while you got to accept it. Well, some of this stuff is not our fault. Some of this stuff is some cockamamie bullcrap that we put people on so-called pedestals that they don't deserve to be on unless they've earned it. I'll give you an example. My wife she earned the right, because she laid into me one time because people were saying kings and queens. She earned the right to say that she is my queen. She earned the dang on right. So I will keep my mouth shut and say yes, ma'am, yes, my queen, because she earned the right. But some of y'all don't even know the definitions of half the stuff you even say. You feel me on that? Some of y'all don't even know the definitions of half the stuff that you even say. And I wanted to pose a question. I wanted to pose a question this morning because see, in these relationships, you want to have your cake and eat it too. And I think it's like I should have wrote it down. I forgot. It says by it's a certain date that 40% of the women in this country is something like that. Don't quote me on that. 40%. I was listening to TikTok. They said they did a survey. It was a research survey that 40% of the women are going to be alone. And you constantly hear, well, I was brought up by a single mother, so I have to be independent and all this other crap, and I have to walk around with a schlong because no one else deserves it. I'm only going to do this for you, or this one, or that one. I mean, you make all these sorry behind choices, and then you blame the man when you make the choices. You make all these sorry behind, decisions, and it's still the man's fault. So when a decent man comes along, He don't know what to do. He lost. He don't know if he need to be nice to you. He don't know if he need to be mean to you. He don't know. He totally confused because we hear the I'm the manly man of my house and I pay for everything. Well, I did that and look where it got me, bankruptcy. You feel me? I did that. Look where it got me, bankruptcy. I didn't know how to I didn't know how to even do my finances. Actually, I suck at it. I sucked at it then. I still suck at it now. So I learned way back when to let my wife do it because she's better at it. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. And I'm not saying I'm a perfect husband, but I believe I'm perfect for her. You know what I'm saying? And someone had said something yesterday that and this is what I want to talk about. They mentioned, well, I'm the prize. See, and that just ticked me off, and I went off, and you know what? I'm gonna defend. I'm gonna defend my part of this. If I can find it, let's put that up there. What is the prize? Let's take a look here. A reward for victory or superiority, as in a contest or competition. You always get these women that say, "I'm the prize." So you mean to tell me I got to? It's like what? There's five other men running 100-yard dash to meet your eye. It's five other or 10 other men that should say who's going to spend the most money on you. Is it 5 or 10 or 20 other men to who can give you the best gifts to catch your eye to win you as a prize? Well, let me tell you, and this is just my opinion, because it's just like, again, my page, my opinion. But let me tell you about my opinion on that note. When you talk about you're the prize, say for example monetary. After a while, the money runs out. You know what I'm saying? After a while, if you're the prize, you're gonna be used up. If you're the so-called prize, like say for example a medal or a trophy. What happens to a medal or a trophy? Yeah, it's admired for a while, but guess what happens to that? Guess what happens to it? It gets put on a shelf. It gets put on a shelf, and guess what it does? It collects dust, and you're put away. And the person that had used to get you as the prize, guess what they start doing? They start looking for the next competition. I'm not saying it's right, but they start looking for the next competition. But I'm the prize. How dare you say that I'm not the prize? You people need to cut this crap out about I'm the prize. And then the confusion was set in because they said, okay, I'm the prize, and I'm the prize and the blessing. So by definition, you can't be both. By definition, you can't be both. And I'm just going to show you. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. What is a blessing? A blessing is a favor or a gift bestowed by God, thereby, therefore bringing happiness. Thereby bringing happiness. So you mean to tell me you're a prize and a blessing? Come on, learn the definitions, learn the usages. See, I put that picture, I put that the thumbnail on there for a specific reason. My wife was in a bad marriage. She doesn't talk about it, but I just know it. I know she mentions it bits and pieces. She just expected us to be boyfriend and girlfriend forever. Not me. Even though I was terrified to think about it, even though I was terrified to, expect it in my 40s. I was a hot mess and I still am. So that's why I'm like, I'm not talking, I'm not acting like Billy Bad, whatever, because I don't know what I'm talking about. I just enjoy talking about it. I was a nobody and still am. But the fact is, I wanted, because I watched a horrific marriage, I wanted to know not the fantasy marriages or the fantasy relationships that some of you people are looking for. I just wanted a normal one. What is a normal one? With the arguments or whatever, but we stay together. With the whatever. I just wanted a normal relationship. Do you feel me on that? I just wanted a normal relationship. Some of boy. That's why I gotta make. That's why I gotta make this relationship work. Cause I'm not doing it no more. I'll shave my head bald and be a monk. Cause see, the conversation was about dating in your 40s. Well, I got experience at it, but I've been with the same person for 9 years now. Now, again, not saying I'm perfect. I'm probably a piece of shit sometimes to her. But I appreciate every blessing, every moment, every minute, every hour that I get to spend with the woman that chose me. Do you see what I'm saying? She is not the prize, but guess what she is? Let me check. Hold up, hold up. Let's put it there. A gift is a present given to someone without expectation. She is a wonderful gift by God to me. So instead of saying that you're the prize, you are a precious gift given by God to the person that you decided you wanted to be a part of your life. See, this isn't a dictatorship. This isn't a contest. When you want a real relationship, when you want a real relationship, the person is going to be by your side. Is going to have your back. You don't have to make demands or you need to do this or you need to be in the kitchen. If you can't cook, I don't want your behind in the kitchen. My wife cooks too good. I'm fat as a daggone house. But guess what I can do? If she needs something done, baby, I'm all on it. If she needs the garbage taken out, I'm all on it. If she needs something handled, I'm all on it. If she needs something painted, something cleaned, something fixed, I'm all on it. I might bitch, moan, and complain, but I will do whatever she asks because guess what? She deserved the right. She deserved the moment, the minute, the hour. She is a blessing given to me by God, a wonderful gift. See, we get to this point. We get to this this stupid, idiotic thing. Well, I'm the prize. I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to work on a relationship. I don't have to daily be a better person for myself first and then for the situation or the person that I want to be with. I could just walk around with my booty hanging out and then that's going to be okay. Well, guess what? After the 20s and maybe mid 30s, that mess don't work no more. Other than for these little boys, I'm out here every day in this truck. I could be dead tomorrow. I need to be able to call someone and feel at ease and feel peaceful. That's what someone when a man says I need you to be my peace. I need to be able to, even though you and I know it ain't gonna be all right, but I know I can trust in you and tell you, and you say, baby, it's gonna be okay. And even though I don't trust and believe myself, but I believe you, you're not gonna get that from some prize. All that the 18-inch fake ass hair in your head, the butt lift, the Brazilian butt lift, you pumping stuff in your booty, you putting all this 9-inch thick makeup on your face that nobody wants but you. You're wearing all this foolishness, this skimpy behind clothes that's sucking up your gut and everything else. Really? Who is that for? Who is that for? It ain't for the man. We could care less. More things have been done with that, just that, what, that shirt that grandma used to wear. But you want to do all this other stuff. A man will submit to you. We always hear about a woman submitting to a man. A man will submit to the woman that he has found respect for. A man will submit to a woman that he has found enjoyment in. A man will submit to a woman that he could talk to. What do you mean by submit? Y'all be well, and ain't no man can handle me. What are you, a monkey? You talking about handle you? I don't want to deal with you if that's the case. Because after a while, with these thoughts of I'm the prize, when you can't get your way no more, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna get to stepping. You're gonna move on to the next fool, the next sucker. Half of y'all don't know what you want, but you wanna argue about it. Do you really think you're a prize, or do you think you're a blessing? Ask your significant other tonight when you get home from work or whatever. Ask them, are you really a prize? Are you the prize, or are you a blessing? Because by definition, God don't put you in contests. Show me in the Bible where He did. Show me in any of them. You feel me on that? But see, we're so stuck. We're so stuck on these words, and we're so stuck on I have to be right all the time. I'll give you a prime example. You could see the veins bulge in my wife's head when we went to the Cayman Islands. She's been saying for years I've been there, and I've been arguing left and right. I have never been there. So I sat there and stared at her when we were on the tender all the way to the island. We walked around, and I was quiet, and I kept on looking at it. I said, it's funny the way this place looks since I've never been here. And she's like, and then she sit there and apologize to my sister. I said, what are you apologizing to her for? You need to apologize to me because you were saying, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Is it somewhere written in a book that you don't know how to apologize? See, this is what I'm getting at. A real relationship, in my opinion, not anybody else's, is equal across the board. It's equal. So if I put you up as a prize, that means that you're a piece of meat, that you are nothing to me. You're not on equal standings to me. Because guess what? The Bible says that you shall leave your mother and father and cleave unto as one. If it says as one, guess what? You're on equal standings. Terms. You got a general who, and you got a sergeant major that's under the general. Who's running things? Both of them, the general and the sergeant major. But guess who does most of the work? The sergeant major, or the master chief, or the command master chief, or the cob. Do you see what I'm saying? But see, this negative connotations, this negative baloney, is what feeds some of the stuff. And I decided yesterday I'm gonna start stepping back. I need to protect my psyche. I'm gonna start stepping back. I'm gonna get, like, right now I'm driving. Sorry y'all can't see, but I'm gonna get back in my lane. I'm gonna get back in my daggone lane. I'm gonna stay there because I gotta protect my psyche. You know what I'm saying? Don't make this not be fun anymore. We can get on here and agree to disagree, but know that everybody is not in the same situation as you are. I came from a horrific marriage and then came from one horrific relationship to the next horrific relationship and then to a major truck accident. You don't know that, but I can tell you that now. So when I decided to date again and then going through all this mess and I finally said I give up, guess what? That's when God blessed me. He said, finally. There's a Bible verse, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, lean not to thy own understanding, and always acknowledge him and he shall direct thy path. I wasn't acknowledging God. I was leaning to my own understanding. I was trying to do it on my own. And when I finally said I give up, I don't want these women no more. Because I was wanting the ones that didn't want me. I was wanting these so-called prizes. You know, a person with so much wisdom says, look, you need to want the one that wants you. And when I started understanding that, I realized how sexy that actually sounded and how turned on I was when I started thinking that way. You can't tell me different now. When I think about, and I'll get to you in just a second, Peach. When I think about it, again, I'll say this: F the prize. I prefer the blessing that a woman can bring to a man in his life and then become a precious gift. When someone gives you a precious gift, not just a gift, but a gift that you want, a gift that you need, Guess what you do with that gift? You cherish it more than anything else, and you don't put it on a pedestal. You keep it close to your heart. You keep it close to your soul. But I'll digress. Good morning. Sorry, I was on a rant this morning. I had to get that
I
out.
could hear that, sir. I could hear that. How you doing?
I I I no, I'm doing better now. I needed to get that out. And like I said, Peach, and you know what I'm talking about when I say this. I'm gonna get back in my lane. I'm gonna stay here for a good minute. I'm gonna stay here for a good minute because you know what? I need to start minding my own beeswax, and because my mental health is very important to me.
It
And
should be.
and to have someone say to me, you know, I'm not gonna ever say to you, you don't know what you're talking about. But I'm gonna argue with you, but we can agree to disagree. But
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna get in my feelings about it. But I'm gonna use logic. I'm gonna use definition. I'm gonna use the truth because see, we are dogged out so much that men are just giving up. I feel sorry for the younger crowd with these ones that come out and their girlfriends got 13 other girls with them talking about you need to pay for all it. Nobody wants a broke whatever. What,
I have no
really?
idea. I don't. Listen. I pay zero attention to it. Because I'm not out there dating.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two. Um, I try to remember each one of us has a lot of hurts and heartaches in our lives that we've experienced, and that all goes to our each and every one of our personal perspectives. Um, and also, regionally speaking, there's some differences in words that people use. So for me personally, I find Chad is a prize to me. He is a prize in that all the crap that I went through and survived and made it through, and this is my prize, and I'm gonna love him and cherish him and work with him forever. But that's one of the ways that I personally describe that. And in my opinion, I think there's just a difference of usage of the words in a lot of these instances because like we call like Coca-Cola and so forth soda here. But I know like in Ohio, people tend to call it pop. When I hear the word pop, I think of an older fellow. But I have to think who am I talking to or who's talking, where are they from, what are they thinking about? But that's how I do it because I'm always trying to connect with everybody and I don't know why it just happens. And I'm always trying to reduce any chances of conflict. So yesterday, you and I were both present and in Miss T with the T, but the red flags, and that's where all of this originates. Can I just share with you, sir? I was sick as a dog last night from processing all that.
I know you were.
Oh, I'm still not feeling good this morning. My stomach is killing me, and I
I
just
I
feel
I
drained.
I know you was, and
Mhm.
I have enough respect to respect your response to what I was saying. Do you see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
yeah,
have enough
absolutely.
respect, but and again, what I process out of that is your husband had become a precious gift, and again,
Right.
I
And I think it's just semantics. I think some people are
yeah,
using the word gift and some people are using the word reward and some people are using the word prize. Now,
yes,
granted, I am absolutely with you. There are people, a lot of people that are out there in this world, and you and I, and many of us have run into several of them who view it as a prize, reward, gift, but see the intent behind it for those type of people is
it's totally wrong.
possession. Yeah.
It's totally yeah,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
I literally had a flashback. That's
Oh,
why
honey,
I
everybody
mouthed off.
heard it.
I
Everyone,
that's
you were,
that's
woo! I was like, "Oh,
and
whoa."
that's how that's the reason I mouthed off. So
Yeah.
don't come at me if you don't know my story. If you don't know my story, because I don't like to talk about it because I don't want my wife to even when she hears it because I don't talk about it to her. But if you don't, I've dated people that thought they were that they believed they were the prize, and I let them. What? It's not as painful
Oh, that's a
as a
that so that is from another place though. I
yes,
never even considered that from
yes.
at all of the
I let, but again, I let them. It's more painful. It's not the fact that it happened, but the fact is, I let them do that. I let you hurt me. I let you walk all over me because I believed that I was unworthy. And
right,
and again,
right.
and
So hold on,
go
wait,
ahead.
armchair psychiatrist here. Also, I relate like 1,000 times over to everything you're freaking saying right now. So really, at this point in time, who are you really pissed at? That girl or you?
No, no, I'm not. Actually, I'm not pissed at nobody. I'm
Really?
pissed. I no,
Because this
I'm
is something.
honestly no, honestly, I'm not. I just have to get it out of my system. I could care. You know what?
Hey,
I'm at such
you
a
know what we
place.
was talking about yesterday, sir? With that, what is it, the smash room stuff? You need to go to one of those places,
Yeah, no,
or go to a
but
range,
again,
like an outdoor
but
range, and shoot your
no, but
range. And
yeah, but
yeah,
again, I'm at a level where if I don't get it out of my system, it'll eat me up alive. If
I'm
once I
down.
get
I
it out of
got
my
that.
system, I'm good. I
Yeah.
have no animosity, no nothing. But
It
see,
does
you
not
don't
sound like
know.
you don't, though. I'm just telling you,
No,
like it
no, it
sounds like
no,
you're mad as hell.
no. I'm not. I'm not. Actually,
Okay.
I'm not. But my thing is, what I'm bothered by is that okay. Or do you really want to know from someone who's been dating in their 40s? Half those
Yeah,
people.
but see, and I feel like here's where I feel like with that whole subject, especially in relation to yesterday, we have experience clearly. And there's a lot of lessons that we can pass on to other people. I think we have to be very careful how we share those things because the emotion of the time or the experiences can come off and it can really cause people to
That
turn
that,
away or
that
whatever.
that's why I specifically said I'm going to get back in my lane and stay here for a minute.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So I'm going to assume you will not be at tomorrow's live because I'm actually thinking it might be a bad idea for me to be because it was a lot.
No,
Just
no,
processing all the emotions of all the people.
I'm gonna step back because
I get
you know what? Negative sells. I don't want to be
yes,
a part of negative.
yes, yes.
I
We
don't want to be a
feed that
part of negative.
negativity because we all listen, guys. Listen, here's the real truth. There's no such thing as sunshine and rainbows from tip to tail.
Yeah,
It's not a
exactly.
thing.
And
Everybody has angsty experiences, terrible memories, and things that are triggering emotional responses. I'm telling myself and I'm praying that everybody out there hears me and just do your best. We're all people, we're human beings. We all F things up. We all have hurts that have not healed entirely. Let us all please try to have a little grace for one another. Like, breathe,
no,
take a moment, do
and
exactly what Pant Stop is saying, exactly what I'm saying. We have both decided because we're protecting our health, ourselves,
yep.
our realness, our empathetic,
No,
overwired, weird selves. We're both going to take a step back from this because we know it
yeah,
brings
yeah.
up a lot of not
Because
necessarily
I'm
pleasant memories.
and just like you said it many times, there's a lot of things you're passionate about. Don't
Ace,
tell
told you.
me.
Hmm.
Don't bring up a subject
Yeah.
that had caused me so much pain, and not think I'm
Mhm.
not going to say something.
Right,
But
but then
now
it's
I,
hold please. We must take a moment. I am so sorry, folks. I would like to welcome in the fabulous J3G's Farm. Good morning, sir.
good
Your
morning,
ears
good
must have
morning.
been burning because in
Yeah,
addition to
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Miss T with the T, the
You know,
hostess with the
but
mostest,
and
only
see
my yo.
exactly.
Ann Haynes, good morning, ma'am. How are you? Associate Minister and Reserve Deacon Mr. Terry Jones. Namaste,
He
sir, as
be
always.
yo.
Wonderful
Deacon
to see
Terry
you.
Joe, associate minister, he
I
be
know
working
that's
hard for the
right. Yes,
money.
sir. And last but not
I,
least, currently is Mike's Chaotic Garden. We love you. You're one of the rocks up in here. So,
you know,
God, we're triggered. Oh,
I,
and good morning, Ray. Hi, welcome in. Roy, I mean, sorry, look,
you
my
know,
eyes are old.
and okay, and here's something. Here's something.
Uh-huh.
That's why I'm gonna say this in front of everybody. I appreciate you for who you are because only you understood where I was coming from.
Oh, honey, I'm gonna promise you a whole bunch of things about that is not true. Because I actually personally spoke to some of the people who were present yesterday after it was over with. We all relate in one way or another. We all
Yes,
relate. But
and see,
I am
I'm
glad. I am glad that we had from that time that yesterday's live ended on Miss T with the T until this morning because I would not have been so gracious. I don't think that's how very close I was to being in an overwhelm to being in the same state that you were, and we're both very reactive people. So,
and see, and
whoa.
this is what I'm saying. And if
Mm,
you go look back at if you look back at the the what I dang it, I can't remember what the post that I put up with the picture of me kneeling. That's I was
oh,
asked. That was the night
I
I
did
asked my
not
wife.
know. I purposely avoided you after yesterday's live, actually, and everybody that was in that live, sans two ladies that I personally have a relationship with, that we spoke on the phone and talked each other down a little bit and through some things a little bit. Nah, dude, because from where you were coming from, and listen, I need everybody to understand what I'm about to say to this man has no anger, no judgment,
Oh,
none of those things. I get
oh.
both sides of everything he was speaking on yesterday. But whoo, I was the bitch he was talking about. And there's a whole other story to it for me
And
personally. And we don't need to get into it. We're not going to get into it.
yeah, yeah,
We
sure,
respect each other enough to know that if we say, whoa, we're going to whoa. We're going to whoa. But
yeah,
yeah, if
and guess
anybody was
what?
triggered by him yesterday, I'm going to ask you to please give yourself just a moment and breathe and think on it and think. You don't know his perspective and he doesn't know yours, but we still love each
Exactly.
other. We all love each other. We just,
Exactly.
yes.
Exactly. And guess what? I asked my wife yesterday, 'cause I said,
Did
we
she
talked
see
about it,
that live?
and she said, honey, you need to, sometimes you need to back off a little bit. You get really intense, and
Oh,
I
yeah,
understand
your
that.
wife. Tell Norma I said, yes, ma'am. Yes.
You get really intense because guess what?
Yeah.
I was that person. I was so lonely and so
Mhm.
miserable and so hurt. I just
Mhm.
wanted someone to love me. And when I gave up, that's when she showed up.
Well, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Because, okay. And here is probably part of the reason why. Because we're very highly wired individuals. We feel things intensely. It's very difficult to explain the level of intensity, but a little glimpse at it is sometimes our intensity. That's a pretty good indicator of how
yes,
strongly we're feeling what we feel. And at the root of all of these kinds of like outbursts, is hurt, it's
but you,
fear, it's pain,
but
it
also that's
mm,
why I took a deep breath
yes.
and I said, let me get off of this, get off this, because you know I want to be able to show up and be giggly happy. I don't
Mhm.
want to be. I don't want to be the one blocked.
Oh, you're right. You don't
You
want to be
did,
the one. You don't want to be the one backstage, and the hostess is like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
nah, player.
mm,
No. You
I don't know
can't
if I
come up
let this
because
dude up
you
here."
can't come up because you can't handle it.
Right?
You can't handle yourself. So you know what? When I realized that, I need to back off. I need to back off. I need to go
Mm,
back to putting. I need to go back to putting a smiley face on. But see,
yeah.
I defend my stance by the definitions. By the definitions, I defend what I said
Right.
because many a times we
But
put
no, there's no need.
yeah, No, I'm just saying on my
Your
perspective.
okay,
You
yes,
know,
your
okay,
feelings, sir, are 1,000,000% valid. one
and
million
and
percent.
when you
I would ask
go, go ahead.
that you've tried, and it's hard. I know what I'm saying sounds real easy. I know this. But what I'm saying
Jesus.
is, dude, I think it would serve you well if before you allow the stuff to actually vomit out your mouth, you consider that the people that might hear this don't know the damn story. And it does come out as how did we meet? What was your quote? It comes out making you sound like you're an angry black man. And you're not.
Yeah.
We've spoken on
No.
this many times.
No. No.
Yeah.
No. No. And you
He's a
know,
good
and you're
guy,
right.
y'all. He's a good guy, but he
No.
like we all, he has hurts and heartaches, and he has things that still need some healing. And you know what?
Over.
Frankly, no matter
Some
how much
healing.
healing you go through, no matter
What
how
you mean?
much
Some
healing that
healing?
you go through, something can potentially trigger that emotional vomit. Like
Or,
it could
no.
happen to
You know.
anybody.
You know what happened yesterday was an emotional vomit. It was emotional Tourette syndrome because I was like, oh,
Oh,
and when I realized
oh,
it was too late. When I
oh, right.
realized it was when I realized it came out the way I said it came out, it was too late. So you know, sometimes
Yeah, we've all done
and
that.
I knew everything. I knew it. But here's recognize what someone's telling you. We all post this. If I got to spend all this money on you to get you, what happens now when I'm broke?
Well, at that point, I don't
You
know.
hear the crickets?
I think it. Listen. Oh,
Yeah,
I got to tell you something real fast too. Jones's Truth. I fell in love yesterday. The way she
gotcha.
speaks, the way she fully explains her thoughts is so beautiful. It's so easy to relate. It's easy to agree. It's easy to disagree. There's no anger there. She's very passionate about it, and it makes sense. Look at her
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
That's some
yeah,
dang good advice there. It was
yeah,
yeah. Oh
yeah.
wait, I think yeah we do. Hold on. So Bayou Sugar Garden has come in, and I think that was a minute ago, a few maybe even a few minutes ago. Um, yes, I did. She came in a few minutes ago, and now J3G's Farm says I'm missing something in this conversation.
Okay,
And Ann
Jake.
says, "Do I have to come on live before I can say something too?" Chris, good morning, honey. Good
No,
morning.
no,
Okay,
Jake.
and I read your
Look,
email. Thank you, Chris. I'm so
look,
sorry, and
look,
I hope you.
look.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
Hmm?
Jake's. What I was saying was that when you argue a point, and Crooked Peach even actually helped me to even calm down because I started out the morning with a rant.
He did.
Certain areas or certain things are said a certain way, but I was just
And they're
giving the
heard a certain
definite.
way.
Yes, and they're
Hmm.
heard a certain way.
Hmm.
But see, we as men, everything is our fault. And this is what I was saying earlier. Everything is our fault. So if we don't put every woman on this pedestal that they're a prize, this is what I was saying. A prize in the definition that I put up. And I'll redo it. Hold on. No, that's a blessing. Hold on. Ah, hold on.
It's all semantics,
A
though.
reward, a reward for victory or superiority as in a contest or competition. If I'm trying to gain your love, I'm not in competition with five other dudes. You're not
Oh,
a
if you're not
prize
in
to me.
competition, hold
But
up, wait, hold up,
no,
sir, wait.
but
So
hold up
so
before
what
you
you're telling me is
hold up before
you're
you
in the
finish.
establishment.
No, before you finish that, I also said you're not a prize to me, but you're a blessing, and I gave the definition of a blessing. Do you see what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Mm-hmm.
then I came back with a gift that was freely given. I
Hmm.
freely get you freely gave yourself to me, and I freely gave myself to you. So you are actually a blessed gift from God for me. So this I was just defending my argument, and then you
Right. Well,
that's when you
I'm
came
about to
on and
defend
you
mine
said
a little bit,
Samantha.
sir. I'm about to
And
defend
you
mine. All right. So I take umbrage, sir, with the
okay.
comments part of what you said about being in competition with five other men. Yes, you are.
No, I'm
Yes,
not.
you are. And the great Steve Harvey actually spoke that so many
Okay.
good ways on Think Like a Man in the book. Think
Oh,
Like a
oh, you
Man.
mean okay?
You
You
should
mean
be
the same
competing
guy?
for your woman. You
Yeah,
you
and
you
you
should
mean
be.
the yeah, but you mean the same guy that cheated on was I guess what he's been married like 3 times and cheated
It
on each
doesn't
and every one of
matter.
them?
Just because he's
Yes, it
cheated doesn't
does.
mean he don't
Yes,
have
it
damn good
does.
life experience.
No, no, yeah, he's got a life experience of screwing up. I don't need Steve Harvey to teach me how to be a screw up. Do you get
Well,
what I'm
no,
saying?
no, no, no. But if you didn't screw up, don't try to tell me how to do something right. You need to know the pitfalls in order to advise me.
Exactly.
That's my perspective, my
No, and I
point of
and I
view.
I will accept that. I will accept that. I will respectfully accept that. I'm not even going to disagree. I'm going to respectfully accept that. But Jags want to know. I mean, he misses something. What I was saying was I had as my personality. When I feel like I have been attacked, I have to rebuttal, and I'm not going to rebuttal on someone else's page and get kicked off and not allowed to
Mm,
come back on
mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm,
I can't
mm-hmm.
handle myself, or that I have the Tourette syndrome, and then nobody wants to be bothered with me. I just came on and I gave the fair warning in the beginning, said I have a rant, I need to get it out of my system.
Oh,
Right
I
now,
didn't
I'm
even hear
good.
that part. I did not
Yeah,
hear that
yeah.
part, sir. I
I didn't
heard
even
the.
I didn't even sound the alarm. I said warning. I'm going to be ranting right now, and I got to get it out of my system.
Oh, it was a. It needed the. It needed it.
Yeah,
I was like,
I needed it. I needed it.
whoa.
I should have, but like I said, I just needed to get that out of my system because see, we are
Right,
wired different. Even though
right.
you don't mean to be attacking, even though you don't mean to say something a certain
Oh,
way, I
okay.
I
Jag
feel
says
I
Harvey is the wrong one, point blank. You know,
yeah.
it's
Thank
funny
you.
that I don't completely disagree with you. I don't. I see both sides, like I said to start with. Um,
But see, here's the thing.
when I see a couple few men competing for the same young lady, I respect that. I'm like, that is cool.
Oh
That's
no,
not my
but guess
experience.
what?
I've never done life like that.
Yeah, but
Um,
let
you
me
know,
help you out on that.
tell me.
It's the attitude when a person thinks that it's the attitude
Oh
that when
yeah,
the person thinks
yeah,
that they're the prize.
yeah.
They
That's
take
true.
advantage. They become morally corrupt. They don't treat it like it should be, like you should be treating it. My wife, she thinks I'm super
Mm.
stud muffin, and I'm like,
That's how it
I'm like,
should
no.
be. Whatever, even
I
your
know, but
relationship. Yes, that's
I
awesome.
know, but I tell us don't be saying that in public because everybody don't think that. As long as you think that, we good. Do you see what
Mm-hmm,
I'm saying? But
mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
stay humble. I stay humble. I say like when we start talking, and you said, "Honey, sweetie," I said, hold up, hold up, hold up. Don't say that to me. Nothing personal,
Ann Haynes
please.
says, this is
My
so cool.
wife will take that. I said my wife will take that the wrong way, even though
Oh,
that is a
yeah.
part
Oh,
of your semantic. Do you see what I'm saying? That's
I
what got
do.
me trouble with a fellow YouTuber. Called me king on king this and king that.
Oh, yeah.
She went off,
Yeah,
and
I remember you
and
told me about that.
do
Um,
you see what I'm saying? And that's what
Absolutely.
I'm getting.
Listen, I got to tell you, sir, I got to read something for you. Ann Haynes
Yeah.
says, oh, I'm the same, Mr. Long Name. If I feel attacked, I get on my hind legs instantly.
But
That's
you know
such
what?
a good way to
You
describe
know
that reactionary
crooked.
stuff. Sir, sorry.
I spent my whole life just sucking it up
Yeah.
to the point that my head was going to explode. No, I'm just
Oh,
going to say it and then I'm going to let it go. And then I'm going to move on to the next thing or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? And the fact
yeah.
is, if you want to be in a relationship, and
Mm.
you know this,
Oh,
stop, I told, I did an interview with Miss T a while back. And I said, what do I want out of a woman? I didn't go for these outrageous expectations that a lot of us do. I said, I want something simple. Will she hold me when I need to be held? Will she say it's going to be okay when I know it's not? Will she pep me up and make me laugh when I'm miserable and sad? Will she
Mm.
not will she hug me when I needed to be hugged? Just simple stuff.
Yeah.
Will she have my back and guess what? I wrote it all in the book, and each time she checked off one of the simple things that I wanted, and that's all I said. I don't want this. Oh, he need to have $1 million in the bank, and she need to have a big butt and all this other stuff, and no, and no pimple and real hair, and I didn't do that. I said simple stuff, not this
This is
outrageous,
what I said.
outlandish, not these outrageous, outlandish things. And when I started doing that, this woman started looking more and more sexier and more
Oh, right.
v- vivacious and caring. And when I look at her now, I tear up and say thank you, and I stay humble.
I know
Guess
you
what?
do. You
That
make me
humble
tear up.
teaches me.
You can figure.
Guess what? That humble
Right.
teaches me something. You know what that teaches me? If a big booty, big titty woman came in, I would say,
Whoa.
woman, if you don't get away from me, if you don't get your big old booty, big boob, whatever, if you don't get away from me before I call my wife, do you see what I'm? This is what I'm talking about. If you don't get your stank behind away from me, because I got good already. I got perfect already. Perfect for me. Do you see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
if that,
Same.
if
Same.
but guess what? Don't you say, I'm gonna add to what you said because you say semantics or whatever. Don't you say you're the prize. Let me say it
Oh
because when
yeah.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
say
Yeah.
it, it
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
means something.
Yeah.
When you
Exactly.
say
Yeah.
it,
You. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to add to what you said because I'm going to help the other side. When you say you're the prize, that means you're stuck on yourself. That means that you think you the shit.
Exactly. Well.
No,
Yeah.
let me
Exactly.
be
Yeah.
the one say. Let me be the one to say that you are awesome in my eyes.
Right.
You are my prize,
Right.
and not because I fought other men for you, but I fought the
That is
world
a
to
romantical
find
idea,
you.
though. I don't even want to talk about
Do you
romance,
see
but
what I'm saying? Yeah, but you
absolutely.
see what I'm
Here's
saying?
what I say. Here's what
I
I say. Actually, here's what
I
I said. What I said
yeah.
to Chad, our conversation when we were considering um our relationship, it was, do you want to do life together? That's really all I wanted. And I'm gonna tell you right now, there's nothing sexier than seeing him take a moment to consider what my crazy self just said, and just because he wants to understand what I'm saying and not be in combat or competition. And we're not. Competition in relationships. What for what?
What
What? Why? There's
I,
nothing
I
good
just
about that I can think of.
I just remember the name, the thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail and look at her picture. Look at the look on her face.
Whose picture?
My wife. When you get a chance, when you get off here, go back to and look at the thumbnail. There's a thumbnail of me on one knee asking her to marry me. It was
Oh,
at her
yeah, I've seen
50th
it.
birthday, and
Mhm.
she was like,
Mhm.
"What?"
Mhm.
She didn't know. She was like, "What? For real?" And I said, "Yeah." And guess what? Guess what?
Sir, I'm
I
sorry.
gave her. I gave her. This ring was so small. It was so embarrassing because this is all I had. It was $1,000. It was so small. It sucked her finger up, and she loved it.
Good.
She was walking around. We took pictures the next day, and every picture, her hand was on my chest. You could with a hand wide open, and she
And
loved
for
it. So
and
I
for
knew
something.
I made the right decision.
See that exactly, and like because we're all different. We all We
Exactly.
all hold different things higher on our personal lists maybe than other people. There are people out there who are all into the like the big diamonds and the showy wedding, and that's good for them. I mean, if some lady that wanted a big diamond and a showy wedding wouldn't have been a good fit for you.
No, no.
Right. So
But
I
guess what
mean,
she did?
but I know
She
what you're
wound up
talking
get
about with the embarrassment because you've walked around your whole life still even continuously fighting the
yeah,
self-belief that you're less than.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And and the thing is, in my mid 40s, I made so many mistakes. I was so terrified to try again, but I
Oh yeah.
did, and I
Oh
think
yeah.
I. That's why I call her my. She's my blessing because I believe God sent her my way. Because when I
I
was
do
standing
too.
on,
I mean, for
when
you too, but I believe he sent him to me. I believe that he's my gift. He's my reward. He's my this is where I was ever supposed to be in the first place. I'm finally here. I've arrived. So
but
I
here's
have
the
numbers of different words with which to describe it.
here's I know exactly where I was. I was on mile marker 110 on I-40 in Little Rock,
Mhm.
Arkansas,
Mhm.
in my underwear, crying out to God, tidy whities
Right.
and a pair of
Oh
socks,
God, the mental
crying.
picture. Thank you.
Yes, yes, crying out with a big pop belly and man boobs. I
Oh
literally,
God, help me, Jesus. Why did you do
yeah,
that? I have to begin my
yes,
day here shortly. So,
yes,
good morning,
yes, yeah, but
Secretary Gardner. Good morning.
yeah, yeah,
Hi, I'm
but
gonna see
see,
if I throw
that
another.
was
My ex-husband was
that was
complaining.
when I did that, and I said, God, I want to live. I've never lived before, and I could remember hearing a whisper, I got you covered, and that's when my life changed. That's why I stay humble. That's why he put this woman in my life to allow me to grow. See, you again, we
Hmm.
got so many people that will pick and no, you got to be perfect before I pick you.
Well, then that's not
Mine,
the person for you. Move
yeah,
on. Let
yeah,
them let
yeah,
them have their
yeah,
list.
yeah,
Everyone on the planet is allowed to have their list of things they would prefer in a person in a relationship.
yeah, yeah,
Everyone, you're entitled. If
yeah.
if somebody wants something that you're not at that level or you're not willing to what okay, move on. There's no reason to
Yeah.
hate or be upset because somebody wants something that doesn't agree with your life. It just makes it easier to be like, "Oh, good, moving on. Moving on."
Oh, now,
Yeah, right. I mean,
I
yeah,
used
it
to get.
sounds so
Oh
easy.
boy,
So much of this sounds
I
so easy, but it was never freaking easy.
it never was. It never was.
No,
But it's there.
no,
It's there.
that would be an
No.
absolute lie. It was not easy. I still have issue on occasion. I found
Yeah.
your home. Hold on.
No.
Good morning, pescatarian gardener. Kenneth Wilson says good morning, pescatarian. And pescatarian says good morning, sugar at Bayou Sugar Garden. Ann Haynes says she found her home. Okay, you know what? I did too. I
Yeah.
did. It's like I told you before, Peach. When I set eyes on my husband, I got this overwhelming feeling of I got home. Exact. That's what I'm saying. That I have spoke on this, not much, but
You wanna hear
with
something
Chad
funny?
and I, the first activities that we ever did together was cooking, and we were in a very tiny little kitchen, but
You,
it was like a choreographed dance. I've never felt that before. I just felt
yeah.
like it was almost like a mind meld. It was amazing. And yes, yes, home, the
You
safe
you
place. It's oh
yeah.
man.
You want to hear
Mm,
something funny? My
sure,
first
please.
day, my my first day with Norma was me ranting about dating these other pathetic women, and that I told her I'd rather go fight in Afghanistan than to date another woman. And just sat there and listened the whole time. And everybody else was looking for the money. Said, what kind of car she drove? I said, well, it was a BMW convertible. A BMW convertible. I was like, I literally said, so what?
Yeah,
I
it
said,
does
so
mean
what?
crap. Not to
I
us.
said,
It's not on our list.
I said she probably doesn't want me anyway, but maybe she'd be a good friend. I literally said that. and didn't realize that she liked me, and she gets mad when I tell that story. I said because and guess what? She got in the Sanford and Son mobile for me to do. I drove her to her car, and the
Okay,
engine
I got
mounts the engine mounts were gone on it. The whole truck was shaking.
you about to get mad.
You could hear
I love that song, by the way. Oh my
I
gosh, I love
sat
that.
there.
Oh,
I sat there, and it was so. I was like, you know what? She probably don't want me anyway. So what? But she didn't
yeah.
care. She did not
Oh.
care, and
Okay,
that's
wait.
why. That's why she
Sanford
gets
and Son.
whatever I have will
Don't be
always
mad
be
with me,
hers.
can't stop. Don't be mad with me, sir. But okay, so your little avatar thing is here up here on my phone. It's not on my. It's not on the television. So this thing is like, I
Well,
don't
I
know,
can't.
half an
I
inch.
lost
No,
my.
I'm just listen. I'm trying to let you know something. So it's about a half an inch, and you know my eyesight sucks. But every time
Oh,
I see
okay.
your avatar, I think, oh look at Red Fox. What's he doing?
Oh, whatever. Hey, you know
But
why?
again, bad
You
eyesight and
know,
just a
you
tiny
hey,
little
hey, you
sir.
know, I was happy with that hat. It's because I've got such a big head. I can never find a hat that will fit my head. So I was so proud that I had a hat that could fit that big old head of mine, and I just was loving every minute of it. I just thought I was Joe Cool with that hat on. So that is the
Where
reason.
did Fruit
But
Mama's
that is
here,
the
sir?
reason. Hey, good morning, wellness, Frugal Mama. Um, I started my low carb
Whew.
today officially. I
Oh,
had some
good, good, good,
pork
good.
rinds, and I'm. It's time to go back the other way.
It is,
I gained
yeah.
16 pounds. You know, and again, mind, body, soul, and
Oh, I
spirit.
just so
We're
a couple days ago, it might have been. I think it was 2 days ago. It might have been 3 days ago on Wellness
hmm
with Frugal Mama. She mentioned that she had gifted a book. I can't even recall the name of the book or the person she gifted it to, but it was a book of exercises specifically for truck drivers to help keep things moving along,
oh,
keep
okay.
your body moving. But it was specifically some. Uh, if she has a second, maybe she can type that in the chat. As soon as I heard it, I thought, oh, can't stop. But
Okay,
she started
gotcha,
talking other
gotcha,
details, and I can't hold on to a thought to save my stinking life.
gotcha.
Good
No, but
morning, Leland Homescapes. Good morning. Good to see you again this morning, honey.
good
It's
morning, good morning.
Esting. Hi, good morning. How are you? It's going well. It's going well. Why are you laughing, sir?
Because I can't see nobody. I don't have the mount. I don't have nothing. It's sitting on the ground. I can't really look down. So I'm like, this sucks. But it is
I
what it
think
is.
actually it's helping because we have a hard enough time not stepping on each other, talking over each other on
Oh
the
no,
side.
no. I look.
you know.
I enjoy your company because I'm telling you,
Oh, I know.
I would rant for 15 minutes and burn out before 6:30.
Proud
Before
mixed
6:30.
child. Namaste, sir. Good morning to you.
Good
I
morning.
know you
Good
would
morning.
have. I had to actually turn the volume down because I started getting that thing where it starts making that spots in my stomach hurt.
Uh huh. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. And
No.
then my son came in to say goodbye. And I looked at him and said, we ain't going to have no talk this morning if this how we talking. This is not going to happen.
No.
Because you sounded, you know, and just
Yeah.
your tone of voice. You don't necessarily have to be feeling angry for me to receive the sound of your voice as oh, he's angry. Because my life experience teaches me that particular tone is anger. And I could be entirely wrong.
No.
Have been before, will be again. It's all good. We're different
No.
people, but we
That no.
communicate.
But guess what? That was the release of the energy that needed to be that had to
I
get
know.
out of me.
I do know this.
It,
I'm
it,
telling you.
it's like I had to. In other words, I needed to take a good dump. I had to go. It just had to go. Now I'm good.
Like I
And
said,
now. Yeah, I'm
It's
sorry, I
funny
didn't mean
that
to
you
say it like
say that
that.
because in the past I have been accused of having diarrhea of the mouth. It wasn't that long ago either. So I'm just saying.
Exactly. That's why we
Stinky.
came up with that. I wish I knew a rapper. He'd be like have a rapper with that stinky booty.
That would
Oh
actually
God.
probably be quite hilarious.
Yeah, yeah. I think it would be. I think it would be because it came up. We tell our faults. We tell our. I guess I want everybody to admit their faults, and everybody's not going to be like you and me and saying, "Look, I'm highly emotional. Look, I'm highly I absorb energy a different way than you do. I can get combative. I go from 0 to 100 really quick. We tell
Yeah.
we I go and then I'll stay there. That's why like look, that's why when I
Mm.
don't have a strong cruising following because I tell the truth on these cruise ships an attendant got smart at me, and I'm like thinking. I told the wife, and I told Charles. I said, "Look, you
Mm.
kind of messing with the wrong person." But then I remembered it's a $500 fine. You start getting into trouble. So I was like, "Okay, let me walk
Uh-oh.
away."
Uh-oh. Hold on. Maybe we should
Yeah.
implement some fines with each other. That's freaking hilarious. Ah. So for anybody that maybe has no idea what is going on, we rarely do. Um,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
can't
we
stop
really
and
do.
I. Can't stop and
We're
I
having that
were
we're having a counseling service,
we are
and then
we're therapy and
we
it
we
up
we
this
we
morning.
we,
Yes.
we both realized that and like you said, I need to get back to my smiley face and leave it at there for a while until
Yes.
my
So
energy.
we were both participants yesterday in a live chat on Miss T with the T with J3G's farm, and so many people. He and I are both weirdly wired folks. We're highly emotional, empathic people, and some triggering happened yesterday, before, during, after, and we're talking it out this morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
And I
chit chatting about it,
apologize if
and it
Miss
is
T's still
obviously
in
a lot.
here.
I ain't even been outside. You noticed? I know you're not able to like look at the phone, but I ain't even
Yeah,
been out of doors.
yeah, and I apologize if Miss T or Jakes. It just ain't got nothing to do with y'all.
No,
I just
no.
happened to come in on it, and like I said, it was like Tourette syndrome. It popped out, and I didn't. Well, by the time I
Yep.
realized, it's like why? It was too late. It just
Mm.
came out. It was way too late. And see, a lot of
You did.
times,
You did. You did what is regarded in the
and I knew
neurodivergent
you.
world as
I knew.
infodoping.
I
You
knew you
infodump.
was triggered. I knew
Oh,
you was triggered too, because when you was apologizing, I was like, well, I missed what you was apologizing about. I said, oh, because I had an uh-oh. I felt the uh-oh in the air, and you said I'm stepping down, because I
yeah,
was like, uh-oh, yeah, I
yeah,
spotted
yeah.
that, and then that's
Well,
when mine came. Yeah,
it wasn't necessarily interaction between. So I was also on occasion trying to read comments, and
yeah,
there were comments. I'm not at all upset with it. Look, this is just my thing, so I'm just going to share that. So people sometimes
yeah.
share pretty painful details of life experiences, and understandably they do. But for me, my brain, my empathic, autistic, ADHD self and female, woo, won the lottery on that one. Um, I receive those things and I experience those things on an emotional and physical level, and it is really overwhelming. So
But they
I
they
shut
don't
down, I
realize
walked
it be.
away. Yes.
But see,
Say what?
folks, they don't realize it becomes painful for you and me.
It was very painful, and it was painful after.
Yes.
And I'm still, like I said, I'm still recovering. And it's
Yes.
nobody's fault. I hold
Yeah.
on, please. There's no complaints here. That was
Yeah. No. No.
amazing.
No.
The
No. I just.
conversation, the different points of view, all of it. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, yes, amazing. It is just a lot of information, and on top of that,
I
and
just.
I should know better
I.
than to ever look at chat when there's more than like 3 people on a live. I should
Yeah.
not read the chat because that is
Yeah.
so much information. I mean, I'm still going through conversations that I read, conversations that I heard, conversations that I participated in, because people like me do that. We
Yeah.
replay those things over and over and over and over again, looking for anywhere we
Yeah.
screwed up so that we
But
know
see.
what to apologize
Yeah.
for.
Exactly. And but we have to understand, and people know, if I don't get it out and release it, it's gonna destroy me from the inside out. So
Right, exactly.
I have to let it go. Like you said, info dumping. Yeah, that's kind of
Oh,
exactly.
okay. Some good
Yeah.
advice, sir. Some good advice. Urban Gardening Chronicles. Good morning, by the way. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. When you see certain topics on the thumbnail, think twice because you know where it's going to
Oh
go.
no, I'm getting back in my
I'm
lane.
not done reading your
I'm
comments
yes,
because
yes,
I'd
yes.
rather talk
Gotcha.
about certain things in small groups with people you have a relationship with. Absolutely correct. I do avoid a lot of things. I really should have thought through it yesterday. But
No.
first of all, I love Miss T with the T. I love J3G's
Yeah.
Farm. I love their lives in the morning. It is very hard not to show up to those lives. And even when I have no interest, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to watch this. As soon as they start interacting with people, oh great, there's another person I need to follow because I want to know them even better.
Yeah.
Oh
No
gosh,
problem.
yeah.
No problem.
Okay, sorry.
No problem.
Anyway, good morning, everybody.
Good
If you
morning.
J3G's Farm says I do give counseling for $45.99. I love you,
Jesus.
dude. Oh,
Jesus.
pescatarian gardener. I don't think you said anything wrong. You just expressed your views like everyone. Right. Neither one of us feels like anyone said anything wrong. It's all from each of our own life perspectives.
Yes.
We're just talking with each other because we
But see,
know
but
each
the
other well enough to
problem,
know we was both triggered a little bit.
but the problem is it affects us. It affects you. It affects me a little bit different.
Right.
And
That's why
thank
we're
God,
talking.
But again, thank God I had some boundaries set up. But I was dealing with some other stuff and rushing to get back on the road. That some of my defense mechanisms were not in place. I didn't have the positive energy set up. I didn't have I didn't listen
Yeah.
to my morning
We know
music.
better.
I was
You know
I
you
was
shouldn't even watch that at all. We
yes,
do know
I
better. We
wasn't.
know.
I wasn't set up. I
Right?
can't look. I can't. There's no way. Love y'all to death, but I'm gonna leave y'all alone today.
Right.
I'm gonna leave
Well,
y'all alone
and
today.
yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah, tomorrow.
yeah.
Today is about the bees. I'm very excited. Very
Oh,
excited.
oh. So it's tomorrow. Got you.
Yeah,
Got you. Got you.
tomorrow.
No.
Tomorrow is the follow up live,
Oh
and
no, 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 no. Yeah,
yeah, I
I'll
will
stay
not
for.
be able to. No, I probably won't even. And the thing, I've even watched this. I watched the live back, and I still have. Like, I hope I did. There's a couple of people I'm like, oh damn, I hope I didn't offend them. Broke being one of them because we have different life experiences,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was nothing personal to anybody at all. None of it was. Uh,
Yes,
yeah, I'm
because see
always trying
what
to fix
works.
everything. Always, always, always.
What? Yeah,
God,
no,
that is
you can't.
exhausting.
What works for this one won't work for you. What works in my
Right.
house won't work for you.
You know that's true.
We have to accept that. A lot
Yeah.
of people
Well,
like, oh
that's a
no,
lot
you got
easier
to do
said than
this.
actually done, Mister
Yeah.
Mister.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh no, you got to do it this way. Because if you don't do
Mhm.
it this way, okay, it don't work. That way don't work.
Right.
Because look, like on the cruise, I'll give you an example. I know
Say
every
man.
look. I know every look this woman gives me. I was like, oh, what did I do?
I bet you know every tone
Yes,
of her
yes, I do.
voice. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I do. I know every tone. and I try
Yeah.
to keep up with it. And if I miss something, I'm hurt. I'm hurt because I did something wrong to her. That's why, again, I come back to you are a precious gift blessed to me by God. And but and she doesn't take that advantage of. A lot of people are like my husband keeps on saying I'm a gift, so I can act the fool and think no, I ain't that one. I'm not that one. No, no. Cause been there, done that. No, we ain't going that way again. You know what I mean? So, but it is what it is.
Yeah. 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 This is. Oh, look, I'm fine. Oh, crap. Well, I watered the mess out of these little watermelon vines because I want a watermelon. I'm not gonna win,
Gotcha.
but I'm gonna win a watermelon.
Well, I
Hold on a
got
second.
I got I got like a 3-inch vine. It says watermelon on it.
Good for you. Good for you. I did see something like a post where or sort I can't remember what it was because like I didn't investigate. Oh, I got to turn that off. Um, about you saying I'm a gardener.
Yeah, because I had a little itty bitty pepper. I had an itty bitty, like two itty bitty peppers on one of my plants, and I like, oh my God, it's a pepper!
Right. Yeah.
It's,
I mean, it's really hard not to be excited.
I was
You can
like, I was
feel
like,
it.
oh my God, I'm a
Yeah.
gardener! Look at the pepper!
Yeah. Exactly.
I literally like, it's a pepper! My God! I'm
Oh,
just
hold up.
saying.
The phone hit.
I wish I had quicker buttons to press to do that.
Oh, I didn't even know you were doing it. I was like, huh? Oh, yeah. Look, yeah, discombobulated entirely just knocked me off my center. And my own fault. My own fault. My own fault. Really. Um, now I'm out here. I'm in the garden. All right, cool.
Nah,
I'm
you
checking on
good.
things real fast and then I'm going to get out of here. Actually, you know what? No,
Yeah,
let me step out the garden
yeah.
right now. We're not going to do no garden thing with you this morning. No, no, we're not going to do that. Because you know what? We have not done.
Hold on.
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation.
Ugh, yes. Let's have a good day. Let's have a good
I am. I,
day.
I, I got to call the hospital and schedule an MRI so they could look at both of these hernias so I can get back to so the surgeon can look at them and see because we're
Needs
gonna
to be
do
taken
both of
care
them at the same time.
of. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Needs to be
So and
taken care of, sir. Ooh, these berries are
yeah, and
gonna
I'm
love
gonna
all that water.
I'm gonna full tilt boogie on my keto so I can get this stomach down because I don't want him to repair my stomach and it's be bulging out. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
need my stomach to be like a normal freaking man. So I
So
need
you
to
need to
start
do.
bringing it down.
You need. Oh, crap. Sorry, I almost busted my tail. You're gonna need to concentrate on getting your core
Yeah,
strengthened
yeah,
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So we got to get that out the way. We'll start doing some more walking videos.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Can't stop walk. Can't be doing can't stop walking if I ain't walking.
You ain't
Jesus.
walking. Oh goodness gracious.
kind of defeating the
All right.
kind of defeating that name.
Oh,
kind of
I still
defeating
got
that name.
to.
Cracker Jack. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to make lists. I talk to
Okay.
myself all the time, because I'm constantly trying to
Well,
like
guess
make
what?
sure
We're
my list
listening.
is right.
Well, guess
I
well,
know.
guess what? We're listening.
I just reminded myself that I must go inside and get my stuff so that I can collect more echinacea flower. I think it's going to be a
I
hefty
just,
cold and
I
flu
just looked.
season, so that's medicine.
I just looked down. Pepper Rookie said I went from a 6-pack to a keg. Well, I think I'm 2 kegs there, buddy.
Good morning, Pepper Rookie. My apologies, sir. I ain't
Look,
looked at the chat in a minute.
look. As long as I can get rid of the man booze, well, I'll be happy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But
Right.
this one thing, one thing got to learn about, with there are whatever pitfalls, but folks like us being empaths, we got to remember we got to prepare our energy right. We got to prepare our energy right before we
hmm
jump on anything, and that's
hmm
why. But
Yeah,
I
I got to
used to
make
be on
better
Miss T, but I
decisions for
never.
myself.
I would never stay on Miss T with the T's. That's kind of where I kind of effed up too. I would say what I had to say, be like bye. And when I start hanging around, that's when I mess up. So I think I need to go back the other
Yeah,
way for a
because
little
other
while.
people's experiences might very well trigger a not so happy experience for you.
Oh
And
boy,
it's
you
difficult. It's difficult to always keep your composure, especially
very
when you
very
become
difficult.
accustomed to pushing a button and nobody really can hear how crazy you sound, potentially.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh
No,
no, oh, that's so pretty. Look at this. Can't stop. Look at that. Right over top of the steeple.
gotcha.
Nice. And yes,
Uh
the
huh.
road is open. Cars have been annoying me since yesterday.
Yeah. So
Dang it.
please, please watch which way you're walking. We don't need to. We don't need to have a
I always,
live accident.
I always walk toward oncoming traffic.
Just saying.
Always. Me too. All right. Well, ain't nobody coming right now, but yeah, look, all my peaceful signs of road closed, gone. They took them. They yanked them. I was like, oh man. But
Sorry.
frankly, it had gotten a little more annoying because so many people kept trying to come down here, and they all turn around in my driveway, and it tears the gravel up and puts
Oh,
ruts
okay.
out in it. I'm like, ooh, I'll be fussing people out. They don't listen, but I do.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
That triggered me just a little bit. Well, sir, we have come to the end of the
End of the
time.
road.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah.
yeah. Well, sadly, the end of the road that's closed. Boo!
Well, again,
Successfully completed DOT projects that happened on time and even earlier. Boo!
gotcha. But again, thank you for allowing me to vent this morning,
Yes, sir.
uh, and allowing me to get that out of my system and
Yes, sir. It
to
was a gift for
become
the whole
better.
world.
Yes, but
Mhm.
guess what? Once I get over here, I'm going to listen to my funky Japanese rock and roll and make myself more and more positive today and
Yes!
rebuild the
Fix
wall.
your energy. Fix your
Yeah,
energy.
I rebuild the wall that I let fall down. I got to rebuild it. Can't
Yes.
can't be can't be doing this
Yes.
all screwed up. You know what I
I
mean?
would like to remind everybody that up next at 7 o'clock, so in just under 2 minutes, Wellness with Frugal Mama. I'm
Gotcha.
not gonna lie and tell you I can remember what today's subject is because I can't. I feel like I can kind of see the thumbnail, but I can't read it right now. There's too many other things going on in here.
Gotcha.
Processing issues. I have put in for an upgrade, but they said no. No.
Gotcha. Jeez.
I know,
It'll
right?
be all right.
All right, my friend.
Um,
We're gonna call
all
it a
right.
day and spend some
As
time
always.
honoring and respecting ourselves today, right?
Yeah. Yep. As always, you don't think nobody loves you. We love you, and God loves you. And
Amen.
y'all have a blessed day. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Let